Have you ever wondered why the land of Palestine is so coveted by Israel? Today, we are going to unravel this mystery. The geographical significance of Palestine is immense. It's a bridge between Africa and Asia, a crossroads of civilizations, and a sacred land for three of the world's major religions: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Historically, it has been home to both Jews and Arabs for centuries. However, the dynamics of this land changed in the early 20th century with the Balfour Declaration in 1917, which expressed British support for a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. Then, in 1947, the United Nations Partition Plan proposed the creation of independent Arab and Jewish states in Palestine. The Jews accepted the plan, and the State of Israel was established. But the creation of Israel was not an end, but the beginning of a long-standing conflict. The year 1967 marked a significant turn in the Israel-Palestine conflict. A war erupted that lasted for a mere 6 days, but its repercussions have echoed through the decades. In this conflict, known as the Six-Day War, Israel seized control of several territories, including the West Bank and Gaza Strip. This move further escalated the dispute between Israel and Palestine. The West Bank and Gaza Strip, home to millions of Palestinians, were suddenly under Israeli control. The international community watched as the map was redrawn, and the tension in the region heightened. A particularly contentious issue that emerged from this conflict was the establishment of Israeli settlements in the West Bank. Despite the outcry from the international community and the clear violation of international law, these settlements continued to grow. They not only signify an encroachment on Palestinian land, but also pose a considerable obstacle to peace negotiations. These settlements are considered illegal by much of the international community, as they violate the Fourth Geneva Convention, which prohibits an occupying power from transferring its own civilian population into the territory it occupies. Yet, the Israeli government has continued to support the expansion of these settlements, contributing to the ongoing tension and conflict. The occupation of these territories by Israel has been a major point of contention in the conflict. It continues to fuel the dispute, making the path to peace increasingly challenging. The two-state solution, an idea endorsed by many nations, including the US, is seen as a potential resolution to this conflict. This plan proposes the establishment of two separate sovereign states, Israel and Palestine, living side by side in peace and security. The concept of a two-state solution is not new. It's been the cornerstone of peace negotiations for decades, aiming to address the aspirations and rights of both Israelis and Palestinians. For Israelis, it means the recognition of their right to exist as a Jewish state. For Palestinians, it signifies the realization of their long-sought self-determination in a state of their own. However, achieving this solution is no simple task. One significant obstacle is the expansion of Israeli settlements in the West Bank. These settlements, considered illegal under international law, have been a contentious issue, as they are seen as an attempt to establish facts on the ground that could preclude the formation of a viable Palestinian state. Another challenge lies in the political divide among Palestinians themselves. The split between the Fatah-led Palestinian Authority in the West Bank and Hamas in Gaza has often hindered unified negotiations with Israel. Without a united front, it's difficult for Palestinians to effectively advocate for their interests in the peace process. Moreover, the shifting political climate both within Israel and the international community can also influence the path towards a two-state solution. As we've seen, changes in leadership and policy can either promote or set back the progress made in the peace process. While the two-state solution is widely accepted, its implementation remains a complex issue. It requires not only agreement on the part of Israelis and Palestinians, but also the unwavering commitment of the international community to uphold the principles of justice, fairness, and respect for international law. In recent years, the Israel-Palestine conflict has seen some dramatic developments. Israel has prepared to swear in its most right-wing government in history, leading to concerns about potential changes to the status of Jerusalem's holy sites. Jordan's King Abdullah II has expressed concerns about these changes, highlighting the importance of preserving religious rights for Muslims and Christians in the city. Meanwhile, across the pond, U.S. President Joe Biden has reaffirmed American support for a two-state solution to the conflict, emphasizing the need for a negotiated peace. However, the path towards this solution is not without hurdles. Palestinians have expressed skepticism and concerns about U.S. prioritizing regional security arrangements over their own self-determination and settlement issues. Future prospects for a resolution to the conflict are complex. The two-state solution, long favored by the international community, has seen its prospects become increasingly distant due to opposition within Israeli politics and ongoing expansion of settlements in the West Bank. The political landscape is in flux, and the road to peace is fraught with challenges. However, amidst the uncertainty, there are also glimmers of hope. Initiatives like Jordan's master plan to develop a UNESCO World Heritage Site, where Christians believe Jesus was baptized, aim to promote inclusivity and unity against extremism. This emphasizes the importance of regional integration and economic dependency in moving beyond political problems. The future of the Israel-Palestine conflict remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: a peaceful resolution requires compromise and understanding from both sides.